A sudden gust of icy wind reminded them all that this was no time to stay still. Before taking up their places in the column, Hanno and Bowman exchanged a few brief words alone. "I think whatever it was came out of the dead man," said Bowman. "You saved me, Bo. I do know that." "It made you shout and give orders. Not like you at all." "No. I'm happiest in my own small, quiet world, aren't I? With my family and my books. I don't want to make people fear me. I'm only leading our people now because I believe in Ira's gift. Nobody is obliged to follow me." Bowman could hear the puzzled note in his father's voice and realized that he was not as sure as he wanted to make out. "They follow you because they respect you." "All I mean to say, Bo, is I don't set myself up as wiser than others. Who am I to tell them what to do?" "You're our leader, Pa." Hanno gave him an odd smile. Bowman reached gently into his father's mind and was surprised by what he found there. He heard a chatter of thought voices saying, "What an absurdity you are! Go back to your library, librarian. Nobody pays you any attention. Speak more softly, or people will laugh." But deeper than these sounds, like a steady beat, another voice whispered, "I do know more. I am wiser. They would do well to follow me." "What is this fly that came from a dead man's mouth?" Bowman asked himself. "How can it reach such deep and hidden passions?" He remembered how he too, long ago, had been touched in just such a way, in the halls of the Morah, when he had looked into the eyes of the multitude. He had felt the stirring of wild desires within himself, and he had been changed. Was this stinging fly a creature of the Morah? He felt a sudden lurch of fear. "I'm not 10 years old anymore. I have powers of my own." "The Morah comes from us," he told himself. "The Morah is ourselves. This stinging fly has no poison. Unless it takes poison to discover to ourselves our own hidden passions." This last thought was the most frightening of all. He shook his head. Whether the insects came from the Morah or not, he could protect his people from their poison. That was all he needed to know. After the first hour, no one else had been stung, and the marchers' spirits were high. And now the mountains had been sighted, there was a general feeling that the long trek would one day have an end after all. But Kestrel was concerned about Cece. "You should be eating more," she told her. "We have a long way to go." "There isn't much food left," said Cece quietly. "Let the children have it." "Then you'll get too weak to walk." "You can leave me behind." "Oh, Cece, we'd never leave you." "I don't see why not. I'm not Manth. I'm no use to anyone. I'm not even, you know." "Not beautiful?" "Not beautiful, not a princess, nothing." "You think people who aren't beautiful princesses are nothing?" "You know what I mean." "Everyone admires you, Cece." "Not everyone." Kestrel didn't pretend not to understand her. "Bowman, too." "Has he said so to you?" "I know what my brother feels. He came and talked to you, didn't he?" "I was sewing. He said I was doing good work." "There you are, then." "Oh, Kes, please don't you start pitying me, too." It was a flash of the old Cece. Kestrel took her arm affectionately. "I like you better when you're cross." "No, you don't." But Cece was smiling. "Come on, Cece, admit it. You're not as good and humble as you make out." "Yes, I am. I'm the simplest, humblest person in the world." She smiled, making Kestrel smile too. "I'm the princess of simplicity. I'm grandly, beautifully, proudly simple. I'm magnificently humble." She started to laugh and couldn't go on. Lunky looked round approvingly. "There, my pet. It does my heart good to hear you enjoying yourself." "You're very unkind, Kes," said Cece when she'd calmed down. "You make me say things." "So you'll stop starving yourself, will you?" "I'll have what the others have." "Good. That's all I ask." By now,